Okay, so this topic, it sounds a little harsh, right? Never tell your family you're getting rich. It feels, I don't know, almost selfish. But the source material we're digging into today argues that keeping your financial success private isn't about hiding things at all. It's actually one of the most critical strategies for building and, more importantly, keeping your wealth.
I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? You finally hit that big savings goal, or your investments start to really take off, or you land that promotion you've been grinding for. And what's the very first thing you want to do? Pick up the phone, call your family, and share the amazing news. It just feels like the natural, joyful thing to do. But, and this is a big but, here's the cold hard truth presented in our sources. That one simple act of sharing, even with the best intentions, can accidentally paint a giant target on your back. It completely changes the social dynamic, and believe it or not, can be the fastest way to send you right back to where you started.
So let's really unpack this. Why is sharing so expensive? In this section, we're going to get into the psychology of it all, how revealing your success invites all these social pressures that can quietly drain your money before you even know what's happening.
Look at this number, 70%. Research shows that 70% of wealthy families lose all of their wealth by the second generation. That is a staggering statistic. And a huge chunk of that loss isn't from bad investments or crazy spending sprees. No, it's from something way more subtle.
And that subtle force has a name: lifestyle leakage. You see, once your family knows you're doing well, their expectations, even subconsciously, can start to shift. All of a sudden, there's this unspoken pressure for you to cover the big holiday dinner, or help a cousin with a small loan, or chip in for things you normally wouldn't. Each leak seems tiny, but together, they can absolutely sink the ship.
And all that leakage can lead you straight into something the source material calls the high-income poverty trap. And this is such a fascinating and dangerous place to be. Your paycheck is huge, your net worth looks amazing on paper, but you feel constantly broke. And you wonder why? Well, it's because your personal overhead has ballooned to meet everyone else's expectations of what a rich person should be doing with their money.
And boom, this one phrase right here, it says it all. This is the moment everything shifts. It's no longer about your journey or your hard work. You've just been assigned a brand new role in the family. You're the rich one now, the designated financial backstop, the person who's just expected to help.
So how in the world do you avoid this trap? The solution is to adopt what our sources call the quiet wealth strategy. This is all about reframing your financial privacy. It's not selfish. It's a powerful, strategic choice you make to protect your own long-term freedom and security. And the core rule, the psychological key to truly escaping the financial rat race, is this simple and direct. When you get rich, you tell absolutely no one. Again, this is not about being dishonest. It's about protecting the environment your money needs to actually grow. And this really shows you the healthier dynamic you're aiming for. When your wealth is public knowledge, you become the family ATM. You're the first call for wants, not needs, and it creates this cycle of dependency. But when your wealth is private, you get to choose to be the family stabilizer. You're not funding lifestyles, but you have the resources to be a real safety net in a genuine crisis. And that fosters independence for everyone. I absolutely love this concept from the source material. The solution? Become a wealth ninja. Just think about it. Your bank account is a secret weapon for your own freedom and security, not a billboard advertising your success. You move silently, building your future without attracting all that unwanted attention. Okay, so the theory is great, right? But how do you actually pull this off? Let's get practical. This is all about creating a system for your wealth that's effective, grows quietly in the background, and doesn't scream, "Hey, look at me, I'm rich," to the rest of the world. And the steps are surprisingly simple. First, you use boring investments. Think index funds, ETFs. They're incredibly effective, but they don't make for exciting dinner party conversation, which is exactly what you want. Second, keep any passive income, like dividends, hidden away. Have them automatically reinvest right inside your brokerage account, totally out of sight and out of mind. And finally, you focus on hitting your own private financial goals, not for likes or validation, but for your own security. And this right here shows you exactly why this is so critical. On the top line, you've got the magic of uninterrupted compound growth, that beautiful snowball effect. But on the bottom line, you see what happens when that snowball is constantly getting chipped away by small loans and family requests. Every single withdrawal, no matter how small it seems, slows down and derails that incredibly powerful compounding machine.
So, as we wrap all this up, it really comes down to one fundamental question about the whole purpose of your financial journey. What is all this hard work, all this saving, what is it actually for? And the key takeaway is this: keeping your wealth quiet isn't selfish, it is strategic. It's about being stable enough to provide real, meaningful help when it truly, truly matters, instead of being drained by funding everyone else's conveniences. In the end, it preserves both your wealth and your relationships. So I leave you with this final question to really think about. As you build your financial future, ask yourself, are you building it for your own freedom and your own security? Or are you building it to live up to the expectations of others? Because honestly, the answer to that question is going to define your entire journey.